This is me.
Well, aren't we glad we're past that? That was my rock bottom. I found myself falling into bad eating habits, half-assing life, and self-sabotaging. I thought it would take 2 weeks to film this video, but it has taken 2.5 months. This video isn't just about appearance. It is about healing my body from the inside and out, and the appearance just follows because when you take care of yourself, it shows. How did we get here, you ask? Well, for starters, my year was kind of crazy.
I started my year in boob job recovery. I got lots of tattoos, a nose job, my chin shaved down, and some scary complications. Found my first gray hairs. I got bangs. I had to find out what fungal acne is. I worked out a lot, reconnected with friends, both new and old. Traveled to Vegas, Mexico, Tokyo, and my favorite, my home, Okinawa. I connected with my closest, dearest family and spent some really healing time with my grandpa, who taught me the true meaning of happiness and the importance of a quality nap.
So in 2023, I made it a point to focus on my mental health. I started therapy and I got medicated as well, but I was kind of expecting that to solve my problems, which made me realize I was the problem. So then I thought, was I self-sabotaging because I was depressed, or was I depressed because I was self-sabotaging? The only way to find out was to try living. So it was a random Tuesday at 2 a.m. where I realized I was disgusting. I think having a clean home is the first step to self-care, for me at least. A cluttered home is a cluttered mind, trapping you with reminders that you're a mess on the inside too. Clearing all of it allows me to finally focus on what really matters. How do you expect to be motivated when you're surrounded by all of this negative energy? My God.
There's also this live animal that comes with my apartment, and he needs to get clean too. A clean home, a clean dog. No. There's truly something spiritual that happens when a girl takes an everything shower. It's a whole mental reset within itself, especially after cleaning your home.
Are you healed yet? I know it probably looks fine on camera, but my skin's definitely red and irritated and painful and puffy, and I can literally feel the weight of my face, which is not normal.
Regularly, that would be great.
Okay, everything is just making my face hurt, so I think I just need to give it a break for a couple days. So I've neglected my entire life to focus on cleaning my apartment and taking an everything shower. So it's time to dive straight back into my morning routine. My morning routines are sacred. My skin's been irritated. I just exfoliated it. I started using this moisturizer, Ren Clear Skincare Evercalm Global Protection Day Cream. For any of my redness girlies out there, I found the most insane primer. It is from Japan. Clearly, I'm red right now. I feel like that evened out my complexion in a natural way. Am I the only one that messes up their eyeliner every time? I'm a huge fan of these gummies. Oh, it gets that like sweet tooth out of the way with literally 90 calories. This is my second favorite Alani Nu product. This is their new protein bars. They changed them up and they taste like candy bars now. This one is the Rocky Road flavor. Y'all see that nougat? These have changed my morning. Ooh. Oh, shit. More beverages. Thank you, Prime. Also, thank you, Alani Nu. Oh shit, that's pretty good. It's giving college dorm. There's not much I can do about these types of things. Flip them so they look better. It's really the little things that just brighten your day. This is the saddest thing I've seen in my life. Keeping stuff minimal and frozen actually is the best way for me to not waste food. This is where all of my food is. If I want to make a cheeseburger, I can make a cheeseburger. Welcome to my meat collection. Popular Okinawan dish is taco rice, which is exactly what it sounds like. It is white rice, taco meat, cheese, and toppings. It doesn't sound like anything crazy, but it's honestly a really good and tasty meal prep for me.
Grocery shopping for yourself is kind of hard to adjust to when you live alone. It's so easy to find yourself wasting food. You really have to learn how to make recipes with what you have in the fridge, and that kind of snowballs into other things, which is why I have a cart full of random ingredients.
My biggest challenge this month, which is still a challenge honestly, was finding balance. I feel that once I had one aspect of my life on track, everything else had been neglected. Okay, so we're back in our messy girl era. As you can see, I haven't been taking care of my surroundings, but I do feel a lot better because I've taken that time to actually focus on my mental and physical health. I've cleaned up my diet a bit. I went to the gym and I went in clothes that feel like they didn't fit me anymore. It was honestly fine because it was more motivating to know that I just didn't want to feel like that again. So I actually ordered a standing treadmill and desk. I think it's just going to be a good way to stack my habits and get some extra steps in. So let's set that up. I've thought about cleaning this kitchen in probably the amount of time I could have just done it. 4 minutes and 7 seconds. So I'm gonna start setting up the treadmill and the table. Let's start. So it's been an hour and 15 minutes, but does it work? Very nice. Wait, that's so good! I already have a desk that I love so much, but I really thought this was necessary. I feel now I thoroughly earned a cleanup. So this has been incredibly life-changing for me to be able to habit stack, get my work done, as well as my physical fitness. I found myself falling into workflows for hours on end without even realizing, and those steps add up fast. A 2-hour workflow, your girl just walked 5 miles. That's 10,000 steps. The speed I walk in is 2.5, which is so minimal and low effort and done literally without thinking. It somehow makes me focus more on my work because it eliminates the need to fidget or readjust my chair or to get comfortable. In this moment, I'm just fully focused on my task at hand. Over the last couple months, this system has been an absolute staple for me. So I finally had it together. I got my fitness on track, I got a good workflow, but in just 72 hours, we were back to square one. Time and time again, I found myself in the same living situation. I soon learned the hard way that structure and a plan is so important, and freeballing my schedule was only taking me as far as my motivation ended. This wasn't just a dirty apartment. I struggled with getting my basic needs met, and I fell back into bad eating habits and set my body back further than the beginning of the video. I had constant anxiety that there was just never enough time in the day. But then I discovered the Pomodoro technique. 25 minutes of focused work broken up by 5-minute breaks. Revolutionary! But this is why it worked for me. Instead of taking those 5-minute breaks, I spent those 5 minutes cleaning. This kept me in a constant momentum of work and continued to motivate me because I find cleaning very satisfying and therapeutic. There's not much you can clean in 5 minutes, so you've got to clean fast. The 25 minutes of work goes by quicker than you'd imagine, and going through 4 Pomodoros ends up being 100 minutes of uninterrupted work and 20 minutes of high-speed cleaning. Before starting this technique, I struggled working in my home. The environment was uninspiring, unmotivating, and honestly depressing. But this made it fun and over time conditioned my mind to like working from home. On top of the treadmill work, there are 3 hugely impactful habits being done at once, and it's fun. It makes my life feel like a game. There are apps that make this so much easier for you. The one I use has a rule that during the 25-minute work period, my phone has to be screen side down on the table, or else the timer stops and I lose progress. Now, did that solve my problems completely? Kind of. This was the biggest factor of getting myself motivated and just reconditioned my mind into having a better work ethic. In the beginning, I struggled hard with getting started. I told myself that I was gonna do just 25 minutes of work and I could stop. It cleared that mental block. And of course, I didn't just do 25 minutes because getting started was the hardest part. This made my evenings feel rewarding, and I finally allowed myself to relax in those moments. It may sound cheesy, but the simple phrase, how you do one thing is how you do everything, genuinely changed my perspective of life. I started daily affirmations, and my ironic journaling worked, and I was ready to change my entire identity. I'm gonna make my first ever vision board. I've always thought these were really silly, but I am a changed woman this year, I've decided. So much of them are apartment related. It's funny because I did live in an apartment like this. I just didn't appreciate it. I just didn't really know the value of what I had because I was so young, and now I just want to be grateful and also achieve that again. Long hair, crazy clean girl. I just started pole dancing. I just took my 4th class, waking up at 5 a.m. We are dreaming big. Okay.
While making this, I realized that if I wanted to be this clean girl, gym rat with a smashing work ethic, a pole dancer, a personal trainer, a matcha girly, a reader with a juicy fat ass and washboard abs, I need to identify as that person today. This will serve as a daily visual reminder to make sure I put in intentional effort in my everyday to become the person I've spent my entire life wishing I could be.
So here she is. I have this hung up in my bathroom, and I just make myself look at it every time I brush my teeth. My YouTube channel has gone downhill because I haven't uploaded in forever. I edited the numbers a little bit. I actually don't think any of that adds up and makes any sense whatsoever. Lots of juicy booties on here, juicy women in general, and overall just cute little quotes to get myself through life. So anyways, let's become her. Honestly, none of this matters to me. My goal wasn't to lose weight. My goal is body recomp, gaining more muscle, losing more fat. Like I said, this video isn't fully geared on just my weight transformation, body transformation, but with implementing all of these healthy habits, the weight shed off. I wasn't just losing weight, I was losing bad habits. I was losing my negative mindset. Skin update. This is how it's looking. The redness aspect is because my skin is sensitive, but it's not the same redness as the beginning of the video where you could tell it was just irritated. This may be the best my skin's ever looked. Pretty much in all of my 20s, I've suffered with really bad acne. I am still extremely acne prone actually, but with the products I use, I pretty much ensure that my skin's not going to break out as long as I am on top of my skincare. So this is what I just put on my face. Next, I use this moisturizer from Ren. This has been my day and night moisturizer for a couple months now. I finally found a sunscreen that doesn't break me out. This brand is called Goodall. I could wear day night, probably in my sleep. It doesn't affect me like normal sunscreen. I'll just put it on my face like this. And then I get my neck as well, and then my chest depending on if I'm showing my chest. I plan on being indoors for the next few hours. So that is my skincare update. Can you tell that my face shape has changed? I can no longer feel the weight of my face. I was just able to tell where my face gained weight and it felt like it was just heavy. I feel lighter, I feel brighter, I feel so much better. I wanted to use this video to motivate myself if I fell back into bad habits or just had a bad day. I hope it motivated you or at least entertained you in the process. Make sure you subscribe because again, I'm doing 75 hard and it's going swimmingly. I'm actually now on day 23, so we're getting there. All my other social medias like Instagram will be linked down below. Thanks for watching. I love you guys so much, and I will see you in the next video. Bye!